You know how some people talk about cars, others rave about houses, and then there's a group that quietly pulls up their sleeve and lets their wrist do all the talking? Yeah, that's the world of luxury watches. And trust me, once you dive in, you realize it's not just about telling time. It's about stories, legacy, and making a statement without even saying a word. So here's the real deal. Today, I'm going to walk you through the top 10 luxury watches every collector craves. Not the ones you'll just stumble upon in a mall. Nope. These are the crown jewels of watchmaking, the kind of pieces that mix craftsmanship, history, and a touch of madness in price tags. And along the way, we'll also tie this into the bigger luxury lifestyle picture: cars, travel, and even real estate, because honestly, it all connects. Let's get into it. 1. Rolex Daytona, the king of the track. If cars are your thing, then the Rolex Daytona is basically the Ferrari of the watch world. Originally built for race car drivers in the 1960s, this watch is sleek, bold, and insanely collectible. Remember Paul Newman? Yeah, his Daytona sold for over $17 million at auction. Imagine wearing a watch that's not just about speed, but also about history. Collectors love this one because it's timeless. Pair it with a Lamborghini Aventador, and suddenly you're not just a person, you're a statement. 2. Patek Philippe Nautilus. Casual, but priceless. Now, let's say you're chilling on your private yacht, sailing across the Mediterranean. What's on your wrist? 9 times out of 10, collectors will say the Patek Philippe Nautilus. It looks casual, almost sporty, but don't let that fool you. This thing is valued in the 6 figures easily. Patek is known for watches that get passed down like family heirlooms. In fact, their motto literally says, "You never actually own a Patek Philippe, you merely look after it for the next generation." How's that for storytelling? 3. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, the rebel icon. Picture this: the 1970s, when watches were supposed to be small and gold. Then comes the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, with its bold steel design and octagonal bezel. People thought the creators were crazy, but today, it's one of the most iconic watches ever. It's for the collector who doesn't want to blend in. The guy who pulls up in a Bugatti, parks in front of a villa in Monaco, and doesn't need to say a word. The Royal Oak already did the talking. Locrefie 4. Richard Mille RM 11-03. The future on your wrist. Richard Mille isn't just a watch. It's basically wearable architecture. These watches look like they belong in a sci-fi movie. Yet athletes like Rafael Nadal and celebrities like Pharrell wear them like second skin. Collectors want it because it screams innovation. It's lightweight, futuristic, and crazy expensive. Some models cross $1 million. Imagine pairing this with a Gulfstream jet. That's the lifestyle level we're talking about. 5. Omega Speedmaster, the Moonwatch. When you own Ensala's Omega Speedmaster, you're not just buying a watch, you're buying a ticket to history. This is the watch astronauts wore when they landed on the moon in 1969. Collectors keep this one close because it's not about luxury for the sake of flexing. It's about legacy. Just like how some collectors keep vintage cars in their garage, this watch is the equivalent of owning a piece of space exploration. Chauffeur Eeyore. 6. Cartier Santos, the gentleman's choice. Back in the early 1900s, Louis Cartier made this watch for his aviator friend Alberto Santos, who wanted a timepiece he could use mid-flight. That's how full phrase, the Cartier Santos House, was born. The first men's wristwatch. Collectors admire it for its elegance. This isn't the loud kind of luxury, it's subtle, refined, like stepping into a Paris penthouse where everything is understated but expensive. 7. Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso, the Art Deco masterpiece. This one's a favorite for collectors who appreciate design. The Reverso has a case that flips over to protect the watch face, originally made for polo players. But today, it's more of an art piece on the wrist. It's like pairing a Bentley with a mansion filled with fine art. Collectors want it because it's not just a watch. It's architecture, history, and art blended into one. 8. Hublot Big Bang. The bold flex. Some watches whisper wealth. The Hublot Big Bang? It shouts it. Massive design, bold presence, and loved by athletes and celebrities. Collectors who lean toward flash-over subtlety often chase this piece. Think of it as the watch equivalent of a Rolls-Royce with a custom paint job. It's not for everyone, but when you pull it off, people notice. 9. Vacheron. Constantine Overseas, the hidden gem. This brand is one of the oldest in the world, founded in 1755. And the Overseas collection is its modern-day gift to collectors. What makes it special is its versatility. It's sporty, it's dressy, and it has the kind of heritage only centuries can bring. It's like owning a luxury villa that's modern inside, but has roots dating back hundreds of years. Collectors love the blend of tradition and modernity. 10. A. Lange & Söhne Lange. 1. The German precision. While Switzerland dominates the luxury watch scene, Germany quietly gave us a Führer. Lange & Söhne. And their Lang 1 is pure perfection. The off-center dial, the precision, the craftsmanship, it's a collector's dream. It's like that low-key billionaire who doesn't flaunt, but owns half the city's real estate. Understated, but powerful. Why collectors chase these watches? At this point, you might wonder, why do people go crazy over watches that cost as much as a house or a sports car? Simple. It's about legacy, status, and storytelling. Luxury watches are the connecting thread in the larger world of high living. The guy with a Daytona often has a Ferrari in his garage. The one with a Nautilus probably owns a villa in Saint-Tropez. And the one with a Richard Mille? He's probably hopping on a private jet while you read this. Watches aren't just accessories, they're passports into the luxury lifestyle. The bigger picture: cars, travel, real estate. Luxury isn't one-dimensional. A watch collector is usually into other things too. Rare cars, first-class travel, and exclusive properties. Cars. The Daytona pairs with Ferraris. The Royal Oak sits well with a Bugatti. Travel. A Nautilus on a yacht, a Richard Mille on a jet, an Omega Speedmaster in space. Real estate. A Vacheron Constantine fits the mood of a historic villa, while a Lange one belongs in a minimalist German mansion. It all ties together, and that's why these watches top every collector's wish list. So here's the hook I promised you at the start. Owning one of these watches isn't just about keeping time, it's about telling your story. Every tick is a reminder of history, of craftsmanship, of the moments you want to remember. And honestly, whether you're into watches, cars, or homes, one thing is true: the luxury lifestyle is never just about possessions. It's about the story they help you tell. If you enjoyed this little journey into the world of luxury watches and how they tie into the bigger picture of high living, make sure to subscribe, follow, or stick around, because we've got plenty more luxury stories to explore together.